Good day, everyone. Today, I will be talking to you about my theories of death. Considering last week, I had no theories of life except chaos. We do whatever we want in life, and whatever happens. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to life. But death, on the other hand, I have a theory. Okay? Well, let's go with some of the well, actually, I have several theories, but let's go with the more traditional theories. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, the Bible, the Quran, and all the other major religions around the world and stuff like that. God, and you're going to heaven or hell. Okay, where you're going to paradise. Okay. If you go to heaven. Okay? But what is paradise? Let's think about that a little bit, okay? Well, okay, if we took somebody from, let's say, a couple thousand years ago, okay, and took him here, and basically, you know what? They if they just have a basic job. They have some place to live. They have food, so they don't go hungry. They only have to work maximum 40 hours a week. Holy crap! Most of those people, instead of hungry most days and not even knowing where the next meal is coming from, or someone bigger, stronger, it's going to come by and kill them and their family. And there's no guarantee of anything from one day to the next. Holy jump, they would think this is paradise, what we have here. That comes to my, so it's all perspective. Okay? Now the whole thing is that comes to another theory that's gaining popularity lately. Okay? That what if all this is a video game? That would go with my theory of life, in that it's all chaos and people are just doing random things and all that, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Because if this was a game, well, that's what games are. Okay? But think about it. Let's say if this is paradise to someone 2,000 years ago, what would our paradise be like in 2,000 years in the future? Okay? Or even 10,000 years or 100,000 years or whatever it is. Okay? All our needs are met with no work. Okay, we can do anything we think we would have. Okay? Everything will be created instantly for us. Okay? That, as I can see, sometime in the future. Now, we think now, that would be fantastic. We can do anything we want. Just play video games all day, or do whatever, read all day, or we don't. There's no work. There's just, anything we want to eat, we would get to eat. Well, the whole thing is that would be paradise. Well, the whole thing is that I've read several novels where the author thinks about this, and I think this is really interesting. Okay? What if, somewhere in the future where all your needs are met and beyond whatever we think our needs are, beyond those needs. Okay? So, you know what? Then every day would be the same. We would get bored stiff. Okay? The whole thing is that we would want maybe a challenge. And take a look at video games from 30, 40 years ago compared to video games now. Holy crap. They're practically realistic. I just went on YouTube and someone posted a video where their grandmother puts these 3D glasses on playing a game and stuff like that. And she thought it was real. They got her out, they told her, we just this. She put a knife to them because she thought that it was still real. So they said, look at TV. It's only a game. Okay? She pulled out a gun and started shooting the TV. Because she thought it was so real with 3D glasses and all that. Okay? So they saw the game in a 3D environment, and it was so she was so engrossed in it. Well, the whole thing is that's what we can do now. 30 years ago, it's so pixelated and it was like cartoonish and all that. Now it's almost real. Well, in a few years, in what, 50 years from now, will be even more. Even the military has has those 3D glasses. They're set up in this thing in a treadmill that can go in any direction. So if they turn this way, they can go. They can do it this way. They can jogging, and so they're actually moving in the environment they see in their eyes, and they can hear. Okay, and so they basically it's a war game to train soldiers. But the whole thing is, you know what? In a few years, we would be able to it'll come to the public. Something like this. Okay. And they're experimenting with in the movie theater in smell-o-vision, so you can actually smell the environment, okay? And eventually it could get down to 50, 100 years from now, where you can actually feel. You'd actually be so immersed in it you cannot tell. It's like that grandmother couldn't tell from the game to real life. Okay, so she started shooting the TV. Well, the whole thing is, it'll get to that point for everybody. In not too many years down the road, it will get there. Okay? And, so that's the theory. What if we are in a video game? You say, well, it can't be that and stuff like that. We would notice things. Well, yeah, deja vu. Near death, and the whole thing is you'd play the game until your death. Okay? And then you'd wake up. And then you'd be in heaven, or what you consider heaven in days, months, years, and stuff later and stuff like that. After you get bored of having your every whim, you wouldn't even have to scratch yourself. That could be it. That's one theory. I like that theory. Okay, that would count for deja vu, a glitch in the program, basically the Matrix. Okay, but instead of being set in our time right now, it would be. But instead of because they're fighting a machine and stuff like that, they would not be fighting a machine. They would be in paradise, technically. Okay, what those near-death experiences where they see a white light and stuff like that. Well, shit, your body has been sitting down, the eyes closed or whatever in virtual reality machine and stuff like that for who knows how long. So you're opening your eyes and voila. Someone's standing there, your family around you, other people and stuff like that are in the video game, and a bright light. Well, the lights are on. It all corresponds. Wow. But, okay, I like that theory. Is it true? I don't know. Maybe. That's a very nice one. But my theory, okay, there's other theories about death and stuff like that out there where there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing. But anyway, let's take my theory and stuff like that. Okay, for hundreds of years now, we went from we were the most important people anywhere according to religion to where scientists have told us and stuff like that. We are a one star among billions on a planet. We're probably unique, maybe. Okay, I think there's a lot of life out there, and so are we unique? No, I don't think so. But anyway, that's going off topic. Okay, I'll be talking about that another time. But and we're becoming more less unique. Less we are in near the outer edge, 2/3 out of the outer edge of of one galaxy among billions of others. Okay, one star among billions in our galaxy, one galaxy among billions of other galaxies, and I've actually stated and stuff like that. About my first video, about universes, multiple universes and stuff like that. Okay. And I would like to think and stuff like that, okay? That, if we are? Okay, think of an atom, and then you take a bunch of different kinds of atoms, and they make a molecule, and then the molecule makes a cell, okay, in a body. Okay, and then you take a whole bunch of cells in the body. Well, the whole thing is that's my theory. Okay, thinking about this. Okay, our solar system is like an atom. You take a bunch of different kinds of atoms around and stuff like that, the whole universe, and it's like a cell in the body. Okay, but my theory is, the whole galaxy and stuff like that, it's a molecule, some kind of molecule, very complex molecule, and then you take all those galaxies to make a universe, and that would be one cell in this body. God's body, there it is. Okay, I'm thinking it's God's body. We are just less than a virus in God's body. But I'm going to take that one step even further. Okay? What if we were a pimple? We were part of a whole bunch of an organization on a pimple on God's ass. Okay? But the whole thing is, and I'm thinking, one day he's going to pick at it. And then what's going to happen to us? But, that's the whole thing is that the amount of time. Okay? It can be. Okay? The whole thing is that a billion years for us could only be less than a second for God. So we got some time, I'm thinking. And even if he plucks the pimple and stuff like that, we'd still be okay. It would take us a few billion years to even notice. So it might even have happened already. That is one theory.